Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to Real Estate Confessions, where real estate, cultura, and generational wealth collide. We are three real estate girlies spilling the tea and confessing everything. Yes, everything. From wild client stories to generational building wins, nothing is off limits here. So let's confess. I'm Esme, and today's guest is a powerhouse. From humble beginnings at just 5 years old, he's built a real estate empire that's changing the game. He is the founder and CEO of Realty of America, one of the fastest growing national brokerages in the US. Eddie received his real estate license at 21, and a few years later, he opened his own brokerage, Realty of Chicago. And now, he is building a national brand, Realty of America, expanding and creating opportunities for agents, building systems that actually support us, and staying deeply committed to giving back to his community. He's not just about real estate, he's about legacy. Let's give a warm welcome to Eddie Garcia. Woo!
Hi, Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
That's a great intro. I was gonna ask who are you talking about?
We're talking about you.
Yeah, we have a few icebreakers before we start. Something to ease the nerves, especially for us. You seem pretty chill.
You're a professional.
Yeah, shoot. Tell me what's up.
So I have a question for you. And I think I already know the answer, but I want to check with you. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue.
It's actually Naval.
Naval?
You want to be specific?
Naval blue.
Yeah.
What do you like about the
Sherwin-Williams?
Sure. Oh, okay. I like that.
Is that the office color?
Yes.
That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think you like blue, or what is it about blue that appeals to you?
If you look at the color wheel, blue projects strength,
Mhm.
professionalism. Most major banks use navy blue,
Yeah.
and I just wanted something powerful, and that's the reason why when you go to the office, it has that blue, and it looks very, very, very nice.
Yeah, it's very professional. I do really like the colors. I use them for all my social media, and it looks great. I mean, it's easy to match it with the stuff, so it works
And I
out.
feel like blue is also like a very friendly and inviting color. También.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My color before green, but then just when I was little and a child, but then
Oh, really?
blue is the new color.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
It's evolved. I'll do my question. What's a typical day look like for you?
As we're expanding nationwide, we're in 19 states right now. And I like to say like we're like a 8th month baby because we're 8 months old, right? But to have 2,100 agents and open 19 states and just growing and growing, we have a goal to be at 5,000 agents by the end of this year. So with that growth requires a lot of meetings, a lot of strategy, talking to stakeholders, leaders across the country. Like, we were talking about before the show started that, I was in New Jersey, then I'm going to Texas, I'm going to DC. So just managing my schedule, making sure that I'm here and there, and making sure that the movement is still moving forward, same values, and that we're growing fast, but we're also growing strategic.
Nice.
I love that. Do you have a morning routine, or you just like? Do you have any some people have like, they do
ritual.
Yeah, ritual,
Yeah.
like a ritual, like they
Get
what
out
is
of
it?
bed,
Yeah, what is
do
it?
the
Cómo se llama?
bed.
Meditate. Yeah.
No.
Meditate.
No,
anything
I
like
just
that?
listen to Marco Antonio Solis in the morning.
Oh
Stop.
man, really? That's
Yeah.
that's one of the questions that we're gonna ask you a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marco Antonio Solis is your favorite artist?
I think so, to wake up.
Oh, to wake up? Okay.
Yeah.
Something to hype
That's what my
you
mom
up.
listens
So
to.
the more soothing than anything, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not like hip hop. It's just soothing and kind of gets my brain started. Yeah.
Okay. I like. What's your
Relevanta.
favorite song? Marco
I
Antonio
have so
Solis.
many. So many. I just went to his concert a few months ago. He came
Uh-huh.
to Chicago. I think it was the greatest concert we've been to.
Yeah.
And man, just too many. Can't name.
His concert was really good. I took my mom.
Yeah,
She
his
loved
last
it.
concert was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
Okay, so when you're in a CEO mode, because I'm pretty sure you start pretty early your day. What time do you start your day?
I used to sleep 8 hours a day before, and now it's like going to 6, going to 5. Just being the CEO is like, oh, he's the CEO, but what it really is that you get to make all the hard decisions, and sometimes they're really hard decisions that affect people. And some of them I take them very seriously because I care about my people, care about the employees, care about the staff, the growth. So I think those decisions weigh on you, and sometimes I can tell that because I went from sleeping 8 hours, 9 hours to 6 to 5. So it's about 5 hours. If I get 5 hours, it's a good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for making time for us. That's we
truly
really do appreciate it. Yeah, I know you're super busy. We actually thought you were gonna say no, and we're like, well, ask anyway. And we are actually really surprised that you came, and we're glad that you did because we do obviously we look up to you, and obviously you're our boss, right, quote unquote. We're happy.
Part of my leadership is you have to make sure that you are accessible to your agents, not to just only the top producers and the leadership and the founders, but also to agents that just started yesterday. I have this, if you ever see me speak with the agents, I always say like, hey, if you want to grow your business, you want to grow your organization, you want to grow, you want to become a top producer, whatever it is that you want, like we have here, right? Because we have people that have done $1 billion in a single year. We have people that have done $50 million in a single year. So no matter where you want to get your business to, I feel very confident that we have the people, the staff, and the agents right now that can get you there. But to me, the most important piece is helping the brand new agents, helping agents that just joined the business, helping agents that want to go from 10 deals to 15, 15 to 40, 45 to 50. So that's my legacy, right? Helping people create wealth, create a successful career. That's who you could really affect right now. Because the people that are millionaires already, when you help them create another $1 million, does it really affect their life? Not really.
No, you're right.
But helping someone believe in themselves, inspire them, and then now become uber successful, that is legacy building.
That is. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So like when you're in a CEO mode, what do you do for fun? What's something
I'm
really
technically
knows
CEO
about
mode all day, but I would say Sundays I like to watch movies. I used to be a big fan. One thing about COVID that really broke my heart is that no one goes to the movie theaters no more. Once they started putting movies directly to Netflix and directly to HBO and directly to Amazon, I feel like I used to love going to see like the new blockbuster come out. That was my thing. And now it's like not there anymore.
Yeah.
I literally just went to the movies this weekend for the first time this whole year. I remember I used to go to the movies all the time.
What'd you watch?
So I watched 28 Years Later, which is like the third edition of 28. Like 28 Days After or something like that.
I think
It's like a zombie movie.
Oh, okay.
It was okay. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I saw Lilo and Stitch and it was really good.
Yeah, so movies is my thing. I read a lot, but I think
Mm-hmm.
part of reading is being CEO mode because I'm learning. I'm feeding my brain.
Yeah.
But if I want to disconnect, watch HBO, Netflix, and I used to do movies, but now I just more Netflix.
So what's your favorite movie?
Black Hawk Down is my favorite. Yeah, I'm big into military movies. I don't think if I would have had a good high school counselor,
You
I would have
gone
gone into the
the
military. I would have loved to someone have told me like, hey, go to college and then go to officer school and then become like a general. That's if someone would have told me that's what you could do and I could command thousands of people, I would have done that. I probably would have been a pretty good general maybe. But
Yeah.
I'm out here
But
not
we're
being a
happy
general
that-
with the agents.
In other ways, yeah.
I guess we're happy you didn't have a good counselor then.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's talk about your company. It started as Realty of Chicago, and it is now Realty of America. What's the reason behind the dream?
So I always like to say it's our company, right? So Realty Chicago started not because I don't think anybody's born and says, hey, I want to be a realtor. That doesn't happen. I think before it used to be people like kids, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a pilot. It used to be that people want to be police officers. I don't think not some more. Firefighters, stuff like that. Doctor, nurses. But no one ever says, hey, I want to be a realtor. Unless your dad's a realtor or your mom's a realtor.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was I became a realtor because I needed it, right? I needed a way to achieve the American dream. And then I achieved the American dream through real estate. And then just so many people in my community saw that. And I was very transparent on social media. So then the same people that came in the, in the very humble, neighborhoods that I was in, they said, hey, we want to work for you. We want to be realtors. So that's the reason why I opened Realty of Chicago, to give that same opportunity that I have to them. And, that's how we created Realty of Chicago, because we started literally from zero. I never joined a franchise. I never, I'm a college dropout. So I never had like that formal education, like, hey, this is how a real estate brokerage works. I literally created it and problem solved every single day. And as I made mistakes, and I made a lot of mistakes, I just fixed them. And then finally now it's what Realty of America is, right? National brand.
Now, you've accomplished a lot in the short years that you have. We're about the same age. Don't say how old you are. We don't want people to know. But we're roughly the same age, and you've done a lot. So what do you think that you have left, like unfinished? Because obviously you're not going to just stop here, right? This is not just the end, right? I'm assuming, because if I know somebody like you, you're very ambitious.
So I'm not going to say my age, but I'll tell you that after 40 years,
No.
after 40 years, I finally realized what drives me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just read an article yesterday. I learned this about myself. So I always told myself that I had to work on celebrating the successes, celebrating the achievements. And I've never had that. Like we would hit 200 million. Okay, great. And all my people around me like, oh, that's amazing. Okay, great. We hit 400 million. That's great. Obviously, we just finished our brand new 27,000 square foot office. That's such a great achievement. But you can't tell me, I can't say that was the happiest day of my life.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So now I realized after reading this article that I love solving problems, building things. In the issues, you give me a problem, I solve it. That's what I like to do. That's what gets me that high of success. Like, it's not the achievement, it's the actual issue, and then solving for it, and then that's what gets me excited. So that's why I was like, oh, now I understand myself, because it took 3 years and millions of dollars to build ROA. I mean, to build the headquarters. But then when we opened it, I was like, okay, what's next? Because now the mission was accomplished. Let's move on. Yep. Where are we going next?
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Which is why it would have been perfect in the military, right? Like, okay, mission's done. Okay, where you
Where
want
do
me
we
to go
go?
next? So, but yeah, learning that about me was great. So it's I don't care for the money. It's more of the mission, the problem solving, and that's what gets me excited. That's what gets me excited every single morning. So the more issues you give me, that's why I always tell agents, what issues do you have? How can I help you? How can I help you grow a business? That's why I meet with agents still, because I want to help them grow their business, because that's what keeps me motivated. That's the passion in the business. I do plan on semi-retiring. We're growing Realty of America really, really fast. We're 19 states. We should be at 40 states next year. And then, in all 50 states within 3 years before we go IPO. And I do plan on finally slowing down, having a family. I haven't had a family because I've been uber focused on my business. And so I do plan on slowing down. But, right now I'm working 65 hours a week, 70 hours a week. So I want to go down to maybe 15.
Okay.
But I'm very efficient. So the 15 is like me, outdoing someone that does 40 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of dovetails into my question. It was like, what's your why? What do you do this for? What do you wake up in the morning for? So it's to solve problems?
The why, my first why was to get out of poverty. Because we came from really humble beginnings. Both my parents were both my parents were homeless before they met each other. So in Mexico City.
Cool.
So, being poor here in Chicago versus being poor in Mexico, whole different world, right? So they came to America, or we came to America, and then, I was undocumented to the age of 13. So just like growing in the worst parts of Chicago, going to terrible schools, and, just seeing that, right, day in, day out, and then realizing that you're poor. So I was like, man, I'm done being poor. I have to find a way to become successful. And that was my why. My why was like, hey, this is your mission. Stop being poor. So finally, obviously, I got out of that. And then my why then went to helping others. I feel that living in America is the greatest country in the world. It's a massive blessing. You come here and change your life if you want. And I was like, man, how can I build legacy now? Because now I fulfilled my mission, and I was like, if I get so much joy out of helping people, helping, and then we work together as a team, and I get to create wealth for them. And that's what gets me going. And now the Realty of America dream is now, instead of creating 100 millionaires, which was a goal I had in Chicago, now we create 1,000 millionaires. So that's the goal now. So it's now meeting people from across the country. They're like me and you. They have the same dream. They're going through similar issues, and they just want an opportunity. And that's what Realty of America is doing. And so now we get to scale it, grow it. I get to work with an incredible team, people that are more successful than me, and I enjoy it. So it's not like a job. It's like more like a hobby. I feel like I go to work and it's like so fun. Hey, what's up? How are you? I get to meet, when I met you ladies the first time, obviously that's amazing. So and I meet people like you all the time. More people. I went to New Jersey, met so many people I didn't know. I'm going to go to Houston, probably meet a lot more people that I don't know. And as we keep expanding to new states, Florida. So it's just almost a bigger dream, bigger vision, and it affects more people.
Now, what do you think about, you spoke a little bit about the American dream. I think a lot of people feel in this political climate and this time that the American dream is unattainable because, our interest rates are so high, inventory is low, and people are like, oh my God, the world, like, se está acabando el mundo, like the sky's falling, the sky's falling. What would you say to those people who are like freaking out and they're like, you know what, the American dream is dead?
I think that's the news media. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say the word, but I'll say it. Fake news, right? Yeah. So I'll tell you that I'm a living testament that right now I'm having my greatest success right now.
Yeah.
So I think your mind is very powerful, and whatever you allow to get in it, it's either going to be good or bad for you. Mm-hmm. I never allow someone else to dictate my success. I get to pick what I want, how I want, how much I want. And again, the base is the country. This is an incredible country.
Yeah.
The American dream is alive and well. I'm a living proof of that. And even if you were to say, okay, well, the American dream used to be alive in 2012 when you grew. Okay, well, now it was alive in 2006 when I became a realtor. It was alive when I was in 2012 when I opened my first brokerage. It's alive and well in 2024. What year are we in?
2025.
Okay, so in 2024 when I opened ROA,
yeah,
and it's alive in 2025 because we're like exceeding and growing. Our volume in April was $274 million. Our volume in May was $350 million. Volume for June, we're probably expecting $420 million. At Realty of Chicago, in 12 months, we would do $471 million. Mm-hmm. We're literally doing that right now in 30 days.
Wow.
So tell me about high interest rates. That doesn't matter. Tell me about low inventory. That doesn't matter. Because we're succeeding and expanding and growing. So, and we were doing that in 2012 when the market was terrible.
Yeah,
I did that in 2006. I survived the Great Recession in 2008. So, give me a roadblock, I'll find you a solution. And I think it's mindset. You have mindset. Mm-hmm. You're. I love that. Yeah, I think that I'll tell this to people all the time. It's like you have the right to be sad for 60 seconds. Your boyfriend breaks up with you. All right, take 60 seconds, go in the room, cry about it, whatever, get it out.
Yeah.
Because you're blessed. You're blessed. So I could keep going on, but the American dream is alive and well.
I think it's perspective. I think that's the thing. Either you're a creator or you're a victim. Mm-hmm. And that's what I tell people I mentor. I'm like, hey, are you a victim? Are you going to let things happen to you? Or are you going to do something about it? Are you going to create a solution for yourself?
To the problem. Yeah. And I kind of want to piggy ride on that. Like you said it took like 40 years to like build where you are now. You said you're having the best year right now. And I feel like people tend to forget. Like they want to start something and they want to see results right away. And
well, wait, let me correct. It has not taken 40 years. I'm only 40.
Yeah.
But it's been, I've been in the real estate game since 21. So I'm 40 now. I got my license November 2006. So November of 2026 will be my 20-year anniversary in real estate. And I think what you're trying to get to is the word is focus. So, Warren Buffett just retired. So May 3rd of this year, we had our grand opening for HQ. Mm-hmm. And Warren Buffett announced that same day that he was retiring from Berkshire Hathaway. and he retired with like net worth of over $200 billion. And they asked him like, hey, one of the key, like, give me something, why are you so successful? And I said, in one word, very easy, focus. I never went and did anything else. I uber focused through the good, the bad, just on this business, and that's why he became very successful. For me, at a much, much smaller scale, I did real estate at the age of 21. I didn't go do anything else. I uber focused in real estate, and it's called compound interest, right? You keep building, you keep pouring into your business, you keep investing in yourself, and then success just comes. You just have to wait for it. But you got to do the work, right? It's sacrifice, hard work, and dedication, I like to say. And then, I mean, you live in the greatest country. You have opportunity. Things are fair. You just got to grow. And then now with social media, you know.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Man, what's up? Let's go make some money. Let's go.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this podcast? Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's rewind for a second. So if you had the chance to go back to tell your 21-year-old self any advice starting off as a real estate agent, what would you tell him?
You know, for a long time, I never could answer that question because I'm very proud of where I came. And obviously, I've accomplished a lot of things, right? But I finally got it. I was like, oh, you know what? If I could go back, and it took some time, is I would go and finish college. I would finish college. 'Cause I think I could have still been successful, gone to college. You know, I think some of the classes you take are important. So it probably would have made me a better leader. So I would have done that. And then, you know, obviously the military stuff that I would have loved to do, but that was more of a, you know, but something I could have corrected, gone to college. And maybe if I had gone to college, I would learn about being an officer and then change my life. But y'all don't want me to be an officer, so I'm right here.
Yeah, I love that.
We're glad you're not.
Yeah. So we just joined Realty of America not too long ago. And I just want to share this for myself. Like, I think it's really helped to be around people that are doing the same thing, right? And even going to the office, I think it's made a difference on, like, the kind of goals that I have. They're bigger goals, bigger dreams, because we see people like you that are doing things, and the people at the office that are out there, and they're always super supportive. We go in there and, hey, what do you want to do today? Do you want to work on something? You know, and I love that. I love seeing that, and the energy is contagious. And I want to say that the culture that you're building, I love it. And I think it's a great way for younger agents or newer agents to grow. It's an opportunity, like you said, to make millionaires and to actually make an impact on communities, because those people are going to help their family, right? So you're helping a ton of people by doing all this.
I like to say we are helping.
We're helping.
You know, and I'm glad that you love it, right? That was a dream, right? The vision of like the biggest, if you really simplify what Realty of America is, it's literally getting these amazing, incredible producers that are in their 50s and their 60s, because everyone else is more successful than me on the leadership side, and a little bit older than me. And but now it's like, man, how can we transfer all this experience, all this knowledge, all this data over to the new generation of realtors? And that's the reason we created ROA. So now it's like transferring this information, so it doesn't take you 19 years to become as successful as me. It should take you half the time.
Yeah, because
So,
you're giving us the tools. Yeah. All right, so we're going to switch it over a little bit to a little something more interesting, or maybe more interesting for the people who are watching. Can you tell us about a transaction that didn't, because you're still selling, correct? Or no?
No.
You're not selling anymore?
Well, my team still sells, but I have, you know, I'm uber focused on. I haven't shown a property in years.
Okay.
But you know, we still sell, you know, tons of houses.
So can you tell us what is your worst transaction?
I'll tell you, not the worst, but the toughest. We had a property that we went under contract 14 times, I think.
Jeez.
Might be 17 times. And that, again, the whole mindset thing, right? Like, we were still pumped up every single. I was like to my team, like, even though we knew we were going to lose money, because all the time and effort that we invested in that property, we staged it, photography, going to the property, open houses. We must have done like 70, 80, 100 open houses. But again, the client signed up with us, and we were not going to do bad service. So no, that's not their fault. It was just a tough transaction, tough property. But we got it sold. But it literally took, I think, 17, 18 contracts, you know, hundreds of showings,
Wow.
tons of open houses. and we lost money on the deal. I'm sure that if we add all the time, all the research we put into it, we're probably negative $10,000.
Wow.
But the client was happy, right? The client got their problem solved, which was what, selling this property.
Yeah.
And we sold it, and that was a good one. But it's like during that 1 year that it took to sell that property, it was like, man, like that, it canceled again. And it was literally, it would go under contract, canceled. Go under contract, canceled. Go under contract, oh, client didn't qualify. Go under contract, inspection issue. Go under contract, appraisal issue. Go under contract, divorce. So now they're not buying no more. Going on track, you know. But to me, it's like, again, you live by that one rule that I gave you, that okay, something bad happens, okay, take 60 seconds, go cry in the room if you want, but then come back and it's time to do business. Right? I think that if you allow yourself to go home like, oh my God, mom, you know, this deal died again, real estate's not for me. No, that's a waste of your time. Like you're just putting all this bad energy in your body instead of saying, okay, cool, all right, died, all right, great, so how are we gonna, like, let's reactivate it. Let's get the earnest money released, and let's put it in the country again. Let's do open house, having that mindset, right? And then we did a social media video on it, and a lot of people liked it because we said, like, hey, this is dedication. We don't give up.
What, like, for your clients, because I bet it was stressful for your clients, how did you keep your cool and explain, oh,
I
they canceled
think the
again?
worst thing you can do is not communicate. The best thing you can do is over communicate. And that client understands, like, hey, they understood their property was in a tough neighborhood. Maybe it wasn't the best house, so they knew that it was going to be a tough deal. I mean, they would have known, probably, you know, they owned it for a while. They knew that it was going to be a tough mission, but we got it done. And I think that as long as you communicate, and as soon as it happens, they understand, like, okay, great. But this is also, too, when you communicate, it's not saying, hey, the deal died, I'll call you tomorrow. Hey, the deal died, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to have an open house on Saturday. We're having an open house on Sunday. Hey, you know what? We didn't stage it. We're going to stage it and reshoot it on photos. Hey, after we stage it, hey, you know what? We're going to change some of the furniture, take new photos, price drop it, like whatever it takes, right? It's just like, I call it pressure, like ultimate pressure on, like, just go, and like, let's solve the issue. Again, goes back to, it took me 40 years to realize that I love solving issues, and that's what gets me excited. Not the actual check, because when we close that house, and okay, great, that's just, check goes in the checking account, move on with my life.
Okay. And then we always ask our guests these same 3 questions. Give us a food spot to check out.
I have so many. You know, since I've never been married, I've always eaten out my whole life. So I give you the best. I give you the best spots. Right. So.
Narrow it to one.
If I had, well, I always ask myself, man, if I were to die, what should be my last meal? And I'm always like changing, but I'll give you a high-end place and a hole in the wall. That way it's fair. If I had to, my last meal, I would do the seafood tower at Maple Nash, but not really for the seafood tower, but for the off-the-menu item that you get when you order that, which is the pasta. They bring the pasta after you eat your seafood, and then they marinate it with all the sauces from, you know, the lobster, all that good stuff, and then you have really good pasta. But hole in the wall, Johnny's Italian beef, dipped, extra dipped, and giardiniera with fries and ketchup. I say ketchup not because a lot of weird people eat mayonnaise now with the fries, but I'm traditional, so ketchup is I could be, that's a good day for me.
Ketchup on or ketchup on the side?
No, ketchup on the fries, because people
You're
like start eating mayonnaise. Are you one of them too?
I'll dip it in mayonnaise.
Nah, that's just
like
crazy.
fry sauce. People make fry sauce no. It's good.
Ketchup.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay, next one. Give us. Oh, who do you look up to in business? Give us someone that you like admire.
CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, Warren Buffett, obviously, and
maybe in your personal life, like someone.
My personal, no, just JP Morgan Chase guy, and Warren Buffett, industry titans. I look up to them. Their work ethic, their hard work, their dedication to the brand, to the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then last one, leave us with a nugget.
To me, it's more inspiration, right? I think that if you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, that you could accomplish anything you want to do. You want to sell 100 houses, you go out and do it. Just literally the only reason why you won't sell 100 houses is because you chose not to. So, right? It's I live by this that whatever causes you pain today will give you pleasure tomorrow, and whatever gives you pleasure today will give you pain tomorrow. So, for example, if you all say, "Man, you know what? Let's go to Miami." All right,
I'm
great.
going to know.
So let's go to Miami. It's gonna give you pleasure, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna give you pain tomorrow. Why? Because you're not gonna be working. It's gonna take money away from your business. It's gonna take time away from your business. It's gonna kill the momentum of your business. It's all negative, 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 negative. The reason why realtors fail is because now they are given the title of CEO for their own business, but they don't know how to be CEOs. So imagine, like, when your parents would be like, "No, I need you to eat your food first, and then you can have ice cream." But now as an adult, you'd be like, "Man, I'm gonna have 3 ice creams before I eat," right?
Yeah.
Because you have no one to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And as realtors, you have to be the CEO. The buck stops with you. So that's why, to me, it's all about pain. Pain, pain, pain. The more pain I'm getting right now, the more pleasure I will get tomorrow. And that's part of the reason why I'm successful, right? Because I've been able to invest in my business. Every time I invest in my business, it caused me pain. Why? Because I couldn't have the nice Ferrari. Every time I invest in my business, I couldn't have the nice mansion that everyone else has. Right now, I fly commercial. I could theoretically go buy a private plane and fly private. But private will give me pleasure today, but it will give me pain tomorrow, because it will take millions of dollars away from the company. Instead of, I'd rather invest that money into hiring better executives, more leaders, more systems and tech, investing into the business, because then what happens? Now I could buy a bigger jet tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's all just delayed gratification. So pain. So you have to ask yourself, okay, like, yeah, this is painful. I'm not going to have the Mercedes I wanted, but I'm going to have a Toyota. But guess what? I'm going to be able to save that money, and that money I'll invest back in my business.
Yeah.
So pain today. If y'all going to Miami, can't help y'all. Y'all should have talked to me earlier. But I would advise you that we are open in Florida.
Yeah.
Y'all should meet. You guys right now should go to your office and look at teams and people that you might want to partner up with in Florida, in Miami, and be like, "Hey, we're from Chicago. We're coming to Florida. We should connect. Maybe we do business. We send clients that way. You guys, at the very minimum, that's what you'll do. But maybe you can open now a team in Florida, and bam, the next level. See, it's like, to me, it's all about execution, about time. Like, let's go. Like let's grow.
Yeah. I love that.
Hopefully, you guys are excited and
So
pumped.
travel with a purpose.
You get to feel not only travel. Everything you do should be with purpose.
Yeah.
Everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
Really good advice. This is really good stuff for anybody who's watching. You're trying to be an agent. You want to switch your companies. We're ready for you.
Yeah.
But
So before we wrap up, we got you a little something. It's to your left.
My left is the water.
You gotta no, apart from the water.
Oh, okay.
We got you a little something.
Oh wow, this is nice, and it's blue.
yes,
Eddie Garcia
we kind of
Boulevard.
guessed your favorite color.
We took a wild guess.
Super nice. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we wanted to do something different than you probably already. I mean, you can have anything you want, right? But we wanted to do something that you could maybe put in your office.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
especially because you took time out of your busy schedule to come and meet with us and be here in our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that that's part of being a leader. You have to be there for your people, be there for your team. The biggest thing I can do for the company is inspire you guys. If I inspire you more and more, guess what? Y'all gonna go and become bigger,
Yeah.
bigger and successful. And your success at the end of the day is our success, and our success is your success.
So,
Yeah.
Thank you.
So with that being said, thank you so much, Eddie, for being you and building this business, for creating a space for people to grow and thrive and dream bigger. Your story isn't just inspiring, it's a blueprint. And to our listeners, don't listen to the noise. Focus on your empire and keep going. Stay locked in. And like we always say, everything will always work out for us. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.